All right. Hi there. Time for book talk. Legend by Marie Lu. Now, you don't have to read a dystopian book, but I decided dystopia was going to be my theme this week. So Fahrenheit 451, which I talked about earlier in the week, super challenging, kind of a classic. Whereas Legend, I think, sort of appeals to a much bigger group of readers. It's a super fun, super fast, super engaging read, and it appeals to both readers, people who are avid readers, but it also, very importantly, appeals to my students in the past who've been very reluctant readers. And I can honestly say that this book has inspired more non-readers to continue to read than a lot of other books that I've suggested in the past. More often than not, even kids who don't love to read, after they've read Legend, go on and read the sequels. Prodigy and Elite, I think are the name of the two sequels. It's a trilogy. So it takes place in a post-catastrophic Los Angeles. The catastrophe that had happened was basically a big kind of civil war, and then there's other kind of class and resources kind of things going on. And the United States is divided into two countries, the colonies and the Republic, and Los Angeles is in the Republic. And there are two characters, so it goes back and forth between two characters, Day and June. Day, and they each have their own font. Like it changes fonts. Like that's Day's font. It's kind of like a light sans serif font, and then there's June's font, which is like more the classic, Times New Roman kind of a font. All right. So even within the Republic, there are huge problems in the sense that there's massive class disparity. Day is from the slums, right? He's poor, and he is the Republic's sort of enemy number one. He's a criminal, and he's one of their most wanted criminals. They have no idea what he looks like, but they know his crimes. But he kind of remains under the surface and is able to kind of keep himself hidden. And then there's June, who is sort of the Republic's prodigy. She's going to be one of their leaders. She's young, but she's a student. She's going to become probably one of their great military leaders. And so the story is sort of, she's chasing him because he is a criminal and wanted, and she is, working for the Republic. So it's kind of fun because you have two protagonists who follow somewhat different character arcs. Day, obviously rebellious from the get-go, and then June she has a rebellious spirit. So she's kind of a renegade within the Republic. But as the story goes on and she begins to see some of the injustices that exist in her society, she becomes more rebellious, kind of against the Republic as it goes on. So I'm just going to read to you from the very beginning, which starts with Day. My mother thinks I'm dead. Obviously, I'm not dead, but it's safer for her to think so. At least twice a month, I see my wanted poster flashed on the jumbotrons scattered throughout downtown Los Angeles. It looks out of place up there. Most of the pictures on the screens are of happy things, smiling children, standing under a bright blue sky, tourists posing before the Golden Gate ruins, Republic commercials in neon colors. There's also anti-colonies propaganda. The colonies want our land, the ads declare. They want what they don't have. Don't let them conquer your homes. Support the cause. Then there's my criminal report. It lights up the Jumbotron in all its multicolored glory. Wanted by the Republic. Day. Wanted for assault, arson, theft, destruction of military property, and hindering the war effort. 200,000 Republic notes for information leading to arrest. They always have a different photo running alongside the report. One time it was a boy with glasses and a head full of thick copper curls. Another time it was a boy with black eyes and no hair at all. Sometimes I'm black, sometimes white, sometimes olive or brown or yellow or red or whatever else they can think of. In other words, the Republic has no idea what I look like. They don't seem to know much of anything about me except that I'm young and that when they run my fingerprints, they don't find a match in their databases. That's why they hate me, why I'm not the most dangerous criminal in the country, but the most wanted. I make them look bad. So that's Day. And I would read to you from the June stuff, but I don't want to have this be the longest book talk ever. Anyway, super, super highly engaging, fast read. 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. So Legend by Marie Lu.